work pretty. So I put on the website. Okay, I started share my screen. So first of course is this anyone keep asking any question. I don't understand what you see, copy the whole thing, but it stays the same even though I use HTML language. So it means on the website, it looks the same as you put in the Notepad, Notepad++. If that's the case, yes, in that case, your file extension is not right. You still have the same file extension. The file extension must be txt. I show you why. Okay, here's my screen. That's the folder, okay? I double click it, here is. If you use a window and you look here, view, and if you hide this file name extension, you hide it, here is, you really don't know what's the file extension. The only way you know it is by look the icon. It's going to be really, really hard. For example, I don't hide the extension. Okay, here it is. I have a file called old text html.txt. Okay, I'm changing the extension. If I double click it, I got the file, not the browser. The reason is, you see here, I can tell exactly txt. If I hide the extension, that may be what you look. You see, here's my name is HTML. And why I double click, it's not giving me the page, but giving me the same code. That's the code. So that is the problem. So you have to show the extension, show exactly what it is. You see, if I take this, delete the txt, and it's warning you, you're changing it, are you okay? Say yes. And now you double click it. That is web page. You see here is the web page, and open on the browser. Okay. I think so far we have learned enough tags, and which you have better start to think about what you want to write on your website, and think about the topic. And what you do normally, just use a piece of paper, you draw the screen, what you want, like first line, second line, and how you want to do it. So think about the topic. So what I can think for you right now is, one is, okay, family page. Here is my family, my parents, and who is my parents, and the pictures. And the next page, kids, number 1 is me, and then my sister. And here is, it's a very good practice. So that's already have, if you have a father has 1 page, mother has 1 page, you have your page, your sibling has another page, it's already 4 pages. And the home page is good to have, here is my family, have a family picture. So that's a good topic. And if you want to just write yourself, use, for example, here's the home page, here's me. And the next page is my favorite place. And another page, my other trips. and another page, something else. So you can keep add different trips. Each trip has pictures, trip, and then you just keep add more to it. So you can share it with your friend. The good is web page and the social medium. Social medium is just like a currently something going on, people see it. And afterwards, and is people will forget it. But if you have a website, just like what I have here, that's why I don't post on the email. I post on the web. I move here. Okay, here is the page. I post on the web. So every time when you have I do summary, I post on this web. So you can go here. That's basically is the web I wrote for this class. You see here's the home page, a little bit slow. But it's a summary, that's all the class time, and that's the link. And here's class 1, 2, 3. So if I just give you a web link, every time repeat here, so people come here will get all the information. They don't have to go through the emails, say, oh, what you sent before, what's that? So that's good on the web compared with email and the social media. Screen is still on class 2. Yes, here's class 3. Okay, here is. Okay, today I just give you a little bit information on how the web page gets to internet. So far, maybe I do a quick review. I do another review. If you start to write a web page, so far we learned some tags. Too many tags, how can I remember it? And if you search internet, just HTML tags, you'll find tons of information. And for now, not class 2, here's I put on the homepage. Here is the basic tag list. This is one page. And there's another page. Let's see. I think I like better, but at least this page, I tell you why. Okay, here is basic tags. You see list all of them. For example, here's the example of our H tag. You see here's H1 is this size. H2, you see here's code. Here is they're on the web page. So H1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what we learned. And another one is list, which we learned too, is UL, OL, and the DL we haven't learned, and I never, you see. Here's UL on, I think it's called unlisted. Yes, what is called, yes, unordered list. Yes, unordered list. You see, it's bulletin. And other is, go on, is listed, is ordered list. Go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, here's ordered list, OL, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is, they give you all the tags, title, whatever. So here is here, this one good website. Here is another good website. It's my favorite website. Here is all the tags by alphabetical order. You know, last time I tried to use this tag for you, and this website, the good is on this website is it's give you the newest updated information. Why I like this site? Because I can find all the tags. And this, you see, it's not supported. Use CSS. It's not supported in our HTML5. That's when we have this one, that's HTML5. So you still can use it. That's why here I have a code called old, test old. You see, I use this center tag, which is, here is, you see, center text. It still works, but just be prepared. It's not going to work anytime, who knows? So here has by alphabetical order, by category. So this is two websites. This is the best one, updated one. Okay, I put on the chat. So this is the one you need to go there all the time to check something. That's the one best site I like. Okay, the next question, how these things go to internet? Today I just do demo, and I'm not going to give you the, here I go here again. I need to find my location. Here's class 3, it's not class 4 yet. Last time I said, if I want to find the file location, right mouse click, look the property, and this going to be the folder. So we need to know where's the file located all the time. Here I show you one program. And another good one called FileZilla. It's called FTP. It's free. Everybody can download it. I just show you how this, you open it with 2 panels. Left side is my computer. So I copy that folder. You see here's my file location. And the right side, that's remote. And the remote, I can make the connection to remote. And this is the place. You see here, I have a class 1, class 2, class 2 image, class 3 image. That is you see here, that is the web place. So when people talk about the FTP, it means file transfer. And in this class, today is the 4th class. If in 6th class, you start to have some kind of a basic, very limited website, and I can give you this access, or you send your file to me, and I'm going to, here I have a folder called the student. So each one going to have their own one. So now is I'm student, for example, I name student 0. That's me. And here is all my class so far. We have a class 1, 2, 3. And I put my file and the image in the same place. So it's make it easier, but generally I don't do this. I will put the image in subfolder. So here's the class 3. Uh-oh, don't do it. I screw up my page, I assume. Class 3 is not there anymore. Okay, here is student 0, that's me. And if I copy this class 3, you see, when you get a website to a server, you call it upload. So if you go up, you see here, upload. You see here, the file is from my computer to internet server. So here's class 3. Look this path. I do have a web domain called 2netave.com. So I have to purchase this name, just like google.com. And then afterwards, I can create as many folders as I want. And here's, I have a class student. I think I screw up my class 3. Oh, okay, not. Okay. You see here is 2Net AVE, which I purchased. And this is the folder. You see, folder is Web22. And the student 1, if I just put it here and not see anything, it will see forbidden, file access denied, or just see couldn't find the file. Look the server name called class 3 HTM. So I have to class 3 PM. So if I give a right folder, you see here, the page I wrote and going to get to the server. And that's you called publish your website. And because I only have the HTML file and don't have an image, so here I have a broken image. And here's my second page. I click here. I don't have second page. And it will say 404 file directory not found. So that's basically this free application app is called FileZilla. It's a very, very good one. And I'm going to post on the website. And here is your computer. Look the folder, which is your file you want to post here. And here is the server, which in your case, you will have, I gave you each one. I gave you a name called student 01020304. So if I want to make this page complete, you see I have a page 1 and here's image with all the image file, which is one image. I can just drop the folder, upload. So I can upload file, I can upload the folder. So we can look at this page is reasonably good now. You see, I have an image here. And the second page, I need it. I go here, copy the second page, refresh it. This is my second page. So second page is here. So my publish is done. You know, if you have 4 pages, that's what you have. Okay, any question? Okay, here is just introduction on how the web page been published. It's not need. And here's the reference. Okay, I go back to, and that's the general rule. The root, in the root folder, if you call its name called index, and you can have an index HTML, index HTML, you see I renamed to index. If that's the case, I don't have to give its name. That's just all the server do this one. So when you go to Google and just google.com, and you don't give a file name because they have a file name called index dot whatever. So if that's the file name, the server will pick it automatically. So you don't have, so the first file always call index, and then rest will call whatever the page is. Okay, I'm done with this, just introduction. Okay, I think I need maybe get out. Meeting, I lost all my chat screen. Okay, I just get out, share screen, quickly get out to get my chatting screen and other back. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm good, I'm back. Okay, today we're going to learn a few new tags. Okay, so we start from beginning. Okay, here is our folder. And right mouse click, I'm going to see new folder. Today going to be class 4. Okay, and when I create a file, I can do new. All here, I can see new. Here's my Notepad++, I just see new. I always copy from the old file back to here. The reason is I have like a structure is basically the top HTML, the header. So today is class 4. And 7/7. And I have the bottom tag. So here is save as. Here is, I already have this location here. If in case I forget where it is, and see property, I got the folder. So if I don't know where's my location, I just go here. Okay, you can copy here. Basically, that's the location. You see desktop and web 21 class 4. And then here's, I change into nothing. You see, don't give me any extension. I will see class 4 exercise 1.htm. Since I don't want they give me any suggestion and I need to give the extension, so save. Okay. after you save it, it's going to have the color because the language they know is HTML. You see here is my file, class 4 exercise 1. Here's the start. Okay, so far we have H tag, we have P tag, we have all kind of list tag and the pictures. We can put all this. Basically, you have like 80% element to write a simple website. So the next thing is missing is I want changing the color and I want changing the font size. So there's an easy way to do it. Just use the web. I just showed you all the tags. You see here's color, font. You see how they do font? Here's body text. You see font size 1, font size 1. That's basically what they did. So the tag is a font. You see font size 1, 2, 3, 4. Really nice, good, which I use all the time. But the problem I go here. I search the font. You see here, it's telling me is font tag was used in HTML4 and not supported in HTML5. So the font tag is so nice, just like what we learned, like H tag, you see P tag. Here's I have a good one, center tag, which why I didn't use it. But here is from the good website, it said not supported. Then what we are going to do with it? So the new way to suggest is, yes, the font is called the style. Style equal to color column, etc. So it's too bad we just have to learn the hard thing, to learn this hard way to do things. You see font give you color and they give you style, font family, and also font size. So, and this website is very, very good because it's not just give you the code and then you can try it. Here's a font, you see, P style font red. Here's give you example. And then if I say, I want to change it to green, run it, see? And yellow, run it, and change it to red. Yellow is so hard to see it. Okay. So we better just stick with this website because it gives you the current information. But the hard is this style. I'm going to copy this to my website, to my page. Okay, I saved it. Go to my File Explorer. Oh, I have too many open. See here, class 4. Double click, it's going here. You see here is what I put here. I just copy, okay. font family. You see here's the font is different. And another one is color. I want to copy this one. I saved it. Here's my, see here's paragraph. So what this thing looks like, now we have a problem. How I'm going to remember all this, each one like improve, yes, add one vocabulary in my, is like a, so we need to go back to our friend. I have here in this, it's said, what you see is what you get, editor. You see here, another trick to use website. If I want to keep this web page here open, I don't want to override it. Normally you click it, the page is going to change into whatever the current page. I right mouse click and open link in a tab. So I open in a second tab. So this way I can have my existing web here. Here is our good friend. And here's, if I want a font color, red colored text. And what I'm going to do is highlight. I think everybody use a word. Here's background, this text, and I say red. You see here, look the difference. It has a P tag and has a span tag. And here's the style. The new tag called the span tag. It's this tag is normally don't do anything, but just group things together. I copy this and I put it in my list. There's a couple of this kind of a tag. It's very important to know it, but not to do too much. I tell you the reason. Here is the paragraph. Here is my text. The next here's my content. Next part is red. You see here, P tag go all the way to the end. And the span, S-P-A-N, it's just almost put a bracket. Put this thing in the bracket. So anything between here is controlled in this bracket. Okay. Look our page. You see what's changed? Here is my content. The next part is red colored text. You see, that's how is this. So itself not do anything. And for example, the top part, if I only want my whole family, only this part is bold, which is our old tag B-B. Bold. You see here's bold. You see here, basic group them together. But if I want this part is red, what I'm going to do, and I have to put this span, it's just group them together. And I need to put end. You see here, if I have an incorrect format, you see what happens. You see here, I have one arrow here. The tag is start with this arrow bracket and remove it. So far we introduced two tags. One is called the span, which just groups things together. And another called the style. And for now, we just talk about color. Look here, couple definitions. Star equal to, and the double quote. In fact, the single quote is okay. And the color, colon. And here is called the hex. And the color, hex color. And here is semicolon. If I don't use this hex number, I just see red. It works too. You see, still red. And here is. And because I do this so much, I can remember it. So it's this hex is, first two is red, RGB. And the second is our second is blue, third is green. Let's see, how do I know? Here, I change. Let's see what color, I will know it. So it's two, okay. So the first pair is red, second pair is green, and the third pair is blue. You see, become blue. So how are we going to know? So here is in website, there's two systems to make the color. One is the letter. Basically all the base color, let's see, color. It's red, blue, green, whatever, it can go by name. Okay, here is color by name. And all this, aqua, beige, brown. I think brown works. For example, here, see brown. Save it. And look our page. Yes, it's brown. So the first set is all the base color. You can use a letter. That's the first system. That's, you see the list. So you have this, you have to look. So if you write a website, you constantly search internet to get the thing you couldn't remember. But of course, you can always use this. That's why I said, if you can do anything you want and then sync it and then see the code. Go here. And here is called hex color. It's pound with the first, it's RGB. R is means red. The first two letters is red. Second is green. Third is blue. So the entire word, any color can be composed by this three different colors just by different shade. So you're changing the shade, you're going to get a different color. And you have to have a pound first. And all this is called hex number. And from 1 to 16, basically it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and A, B, C, D, E, F. So 16 letter. So that's called F. So far there's two systems. And other, I don't want to mention too much because that's even harder. I think that to give you RGB. I just try it. RGB. And R is another system. This I know is first one is red, second and third, and this is the maximum number is 250. So it's, I think after this you learn a lot about the color. Let's see what we did. Here is my content. Next part is red. You see I use the color RGB. And if I give a random number, nothing can go beyond 250. Since red is so strong, I gave a different color. It's going to make a gray. You see, it's a lighter gray. When the RGB all go to the maximum number, that's going to be white. 255, 255, 255, that will be white. One is 0, 0, and 0, that's going to be black. So what I see here is, I copied this one, give you 3 different color system that's on the web. It's all works. It's just okay. So the first one is most people use red, and the second is pound. And if I don't use F, I use E. Oh, 9. It's just not a strong red. And this one I get very light. So the first just see red 100. Basically 9 FF is equal to 250. Okay. Okay, here is example. First I use a letter. Second I use a pound. Third I use RGB. So all these 3 systems we use for color. And here's the style. I don't like it. I like the old way, but okay. Give a few minutes for question. I can go to the next style. So first is the color. Okay, question.
老师有一个问题。
好，你讲。
有个人问了 ，How do you create a table of contents in your website?
Okay. We go back to the old page, last class. And okay. I don't jump around, so I go to my class 3 and 3. In a website, and we don't like to write a book. We create links. So I use a paintbrush. Yeah, another thing is everyone has this. I think that's the first thing you need to learn. You better use it. It's a free called the Paint. I think a Macintosh has a better one for Paint. So I draw this. Just you use a piece of paper. So when you write a web page, we don't have a book like a table of content. What we have is we normally, I just draw a square. Normally a website looks like this. Basically, that's what you do. This is the header part, which you have a logo. And then you can have a link, your text. Here, link 1. And then link 2. Normally you space it somehow. Link 3. So that's basically its website. And then you click it, you go to other page. This is one kind of design. The second kind of design is you have some kind of thing at the top. You have your link on the left side. And then you have a content text in the middle. I just make this. Your text. So how we can come out with this kind of a design, that is, we're going to have to use here's code. That's why they promote this style so much, because this right so far just gave us color. And the next I'm going to tell you the font. And then it's going to use this. It's going to get the style itself going to develop a whole different language. But so far, how we're going to do this, I'm going to leave it to next class, which we are going to draw a table. That's the old way to design web. You see, I just draw a table, and with some in this side, some in that side. That's going to be next class. I write notes class. But for now, we are not going to be that fancy. We just do line by line. And the table of content in our case is, that's it. You see, link 1, link 2. And normally you have the web page link at the bottom and the top. And here is our class website. This I just used because this is a simple website. I just put on the left side. And when it's scroll longer, you see, I keep this stay here. You can get it all the time. So that's table of content. For now, I think that's what you have. All right. So far this page, so I think it's today I just give you several very critical points for your project. So we have this, so now we have a color. Next is, I put this at the center, which You see the one I like it so much, very simple tag called the center, which is not a support anymore. And I said, I'm not happy with it, but the choice is, yes, I just put a couple of things, center. So center and the font. Okay, here is, when you go to here, if you see here, that's a different color. If you use this cross, that means no color. No color means default. No color, why it's not? Okay, here is, they don't like what I did, so they're broad. That's why you need to know the code. I said, okay, I take out the color definition. I want this text, I take out the color definition. You know, here's this the tool. If you see I screwed up, I cannot correct it. Here's under file, here's new document. Give you a brand new space. Here is, I just see. This is color. Next one is center text. Different font. Okay, here's what I want to accomplish. One is this color. I go here and look here. This background color and this text color. Text are color to blue. You see, nice blue. Okay, and I want this, you have to highlight it. And I want the background color as gray. Okay, so the foreground color I want to be even stand out a little bit, yellow. And the background color I want even more gray, darker gray. Okay, you see here is, I have this tag, you see style, background color, 9999. So it's 3 numbers are the same, is gray. The bigger the number, the darker the gray. The lower number, the less intense the gray. And the second, they put it here, color. Oh, I have more than I need. Basically, one sentence going to solve should be good. You see here, style, color, background, and here I have a 2 span, I remove 1. All right, it's not going to change into much. Here I want this text to center. Here's center. Okay, here give me the, because we already have a P tag, and any tag you put a style in it. In fact, I show you this P tag works too. So I got the center text. The third one, I want different font. Where's the font? Where's the font? I lost the font. Don't know anyone knows the font. Okay. Accidentally, somehow I copied the font here. All right. Anyway, here is my code. I copy to here. So we finish color. Now I work on this. Okay, the first one we have a color. You see here's the style. It's a color, and semicolon, that's almost like a sentence. And the background color, you see this is the keyword, color, background color, and this. Because here we have a P tag, if the entire paragraph, any tag can associate with style. If we want the entire paragraph, not just a few part of it, I can just have the P tag without the span, because you see P next to it, that's going to work too. So that's the color. I save it one by one. We look at number 6. Okay, you see this, the color is background. You see the P is paragraph going to go all the way. If you have a long one like this, that means the entire paragraph is controlled by this. For example, if this text, we want a long, long text. I pass a little bit of time. You see the entire paragraph like this. But if we want a section, the second part is the center. You see the entire paragraph is the center. You see here at the center. The third one is font. And if I copy long text, you see the P tag is, if you put a P under it, it's going to control the entire paragraph. If you just put a span that basically groups things together, it's going to be just inside that group. You see here's font change. Okay, time goes fast. It's I introduce today is the key is we changing the font color and align in the center, which use this called style. So the format is, it's what's the parameter and the value. If there's more than one pair, is parameter value, semicolon, parameter value, and then you can go more and more. It's a little bit tedious here, but all this definition can, in some web page, they put on top, make like a variable, and then apply here. So I'm not going to go that far. Okay, so now up to today, we have all the elements for have this non-formatted website. If 20 years ago, all the website looks like this, just text, either align left, align center, and the different text, picture in the middle. Here's, for example, here is the page, picture in the middle. Because this not looks good, I want a picture at the center. So we look this, style, and the center. I copy this, and I go to class 3, it's still here, my picture. So image, border that, and here I put here. Basically, you can put here in this bracket, any place. Don't have to be in certain order, any place, as long as your sentence not conflict each other. Okay, so image style, is this the page? Okay, I want to make sure this is the class 3. So if I do, how do I know I work on the same page? I just put some garbage text and see anything change. Oh, it's changed. It is this page. Okay, here is, you see, I put this style and it's not work for me. If this not control this one, what I'm going to do, Control X. And I'm going to do put that famous span tag. Style and put end. My cursor is not there. Okay, still not do for me. And another tag which I want to introduce you, which at the beginning, if span out, so div is another tag, basically not to do anything. But this is almost like paragraph. It's to do another page. Style text align center. Okay, here is. So here is to the center. So today is, I definitely wanted this one, copy to here. Div. Because I really want to introduce you this tag. One is a span, one is div. These two are most important tag, not most important. It's a styling. Div, you see here, I have mistake. Div style here. You see, I close the div. That happens. You see, div, this become part of text. So. Okay. Here, div style this. This is a two tag. One is a div. That almost like a paragraph, but it's not always, it's just more powerful. And another is, so this basically a tag which group the whole thing together, make sure it's all in some kind of style. And another is what I put here, it's a span. Span is good called the inline styling. And this is the entire paragraph styling. So if I want to make this centered, you see style has this font, semicolon, and align equal to, not equal. Let's see, align center, semicolon. If you miss the very last semicolon, it's okay. Let's see what's wrong. Oh, text align center, okay. Align is, so that's why is you cannot remember all of this. You see text align center, you see that's the center to text. So this is like 20 years ago, that is the website. So for our class, this is the kind of basic elementary website. I'm not saying elementary, basic website you're going to write, and then plus the link, because you have a multiple link, and the plus image. So today basically is the first time we have thank you, June tell me text align, you're really good. And so you start to think about your website and you start to write. And in next few class, if you have during this write your website, has question or problem issues, and we can bring this problem to our class. So everybody learn from the mistake. So I'm going to post this. I clean this a little bit to the class summary. Here's class 4. So each class, I have the code here. And if you don't know the tag, etc., and look here to get the, so this have existing working code. So copy to your Notepad, Notepad++, and start there. So I hope people start to send me the initial web page and I can post for you. And okay, I'm going to stop sharing or stop recording basically.